What up, tubers? Welcome back to another sealed early access event here on Arena. This is Tarkir Dragonstorm early access. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. So this doesn't fully release for everybody until April 8th, but again, this is early access, so Wizards has invited some people to come play it early. And if you didn't watch yesterday's video, they have the seeded packs. So this is going to be exactly like your paper pre-releases. We did Mardu yesterday. We're going to try Sultai today, and we'll just go down the list. Abzan, Teamer, then Jeskai last. So what you're going to get are 2 seeded packs for your clan. They're going to have cards in color, in theme, with whatever you choose. This time it'll be Sultai for me, and then you'll get 4 regular packs, just like your regular pre-releases. So kind of neat there that you get the actual experience, as you can see. These are going to be the Sultai. We'll have 4 regular packs. So it's going to definitely lean you towards your clan. That is not to say that you're forced to play it. It's just going to lean you in that direction. Okay, Draco Genesis. 8 mana mythic. You may cast dragon spells without paying their mana costs. Probably not what you want to be doing in limited, but a very cool card for sure. Avenger of the Fallen. I had this one yesterday in my Mardu pool. I assume this is going to be better in Sultai, where you can fill up your graveyard a little bit better with self-mill effects. So this is 3 mana, 2/4 Death Touch. Mobilize is whenever this creature attacks, you get to make a number of tokens that are tapped and attacking equal to the Mobilize. This might be the only Mobilize X card in the format. There's a bunch of like Mobilize 1, Mobilize 2s or whatever. So it's a good card. 3 mana, 2/4 Death Touch by itself is kind of annoying and limited, and this can push some damage. I actually opened 3 of the same cards as my yesterday pool. The Thunder of Unity, decent Saga in Mardu. We're probably, again, not going to be playing that since we opened the Sultai seeded packs. Same thing with Nariv. 4 mana, 4/5 flyer. If a creature you control that entered this turn would deal damage, it deals twice that damage instead. So very, very good with mobilized creatures, right? If you have Mobilize 3, for example, you get 3 1/1s that are attacking that entered that turn. Well, they're going to deal 2 damage instead if you have the Nariv. Pretty cool. All right, our Sultai cards. We've opened Awaken the Honored Dead. Sultai, destroy target non-land permanent. That's great. Mill 3 cards. Okay, that has some synergy. And then the final chapter, you may discard a card. When you do, return a creature or land from your graveyard to your hand. Great. That is a nice card. Baseline of killing an enchantment, baseline of killing a permanent of a non-land variety is fantastic. Ambling Stormshell, 5 mana, 5/9, ward 2. Whenever this attacks, whenever this attacks, put 3 stun counters on it and draw 3 cards. Whenever you cast a turtle spell, untap it. I doubt there are many turtle spells in the format, but this is a good blocker initially, and then if you need to draw 3 cards and maybe get in for some decent damage, you can attack with it. Lacid Prowler, 4 mana, 5/5. When it enters, you may mill cards equal the number of lands you control. Whoa. Okay, that could be a huge mill, so you're not always going to want to do that. Renewability of exile this from your graveyard. Put X 1/1 counters on target creature, where X is the number of land cards in your graveyard. Oh, that's really strong. Nice. So renew is a new ability, or at least a new keyword. Maybe this type of effect has existed. A bunch of creatures have this renew ability to put counters on stuff. Okay. We opened, 2, 4, 7 total white cards. I'm not going to really go over our non-Sultai cards because I do need to, and I'll mention this on every video, record a bunch of videos because this is a 1-day early access event, so I'm trying to kind of push through and get them done. So I'm just going to go over the Sultai cards, and maybe if we have something worthy of splashing with fixing, we'll go over something else. But probably just going to go over the Sultai cards for now. All right. Our first blue card, Humbling Elder, 1 mana, 1/2 flash, enters. Target creature and opponent control gets -2/-0 until end of turn. It's Cogwork Wrestler, or whatever it's called. Generally, I'm not going to be playing this card in sealed. And it's more of a Jeskai card, I would think, because it's a 1 mana card to enable double spelling. All right, here's a Renew card. 2 mana, 2/1 with Renew of put 2 counters on a creature. That's probably going to be playable for us. 2 mana instant, counters a spell unless its controller pays 2, or if you behold a dragon, it's counter unless they pay 4. So behold is revealing a dragon from your hand or choosing a dragon you control. So we've seen this ability before, but it hasn't had a name. Kishla Trawlers, 3 mana, 3/2. When this enters, you may exile a creature from your graveyard. When you do, return an instant or sorcery from your graveyard to your hand. That's great. Oh, this is a very good common. I think it's going to be one of the best blue commons in the format. 3 mana, 2/1. When it enters, look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand. Not on top of your library. Put it into your hand, and the other into your graveyard. So this is going to be an insane common, and especially good in Sultai for the graveyard value. 4 mana, 2/3 Flying Ward 2. Beginning of your upkeep, you may exile 2 cards from your graveyard. If you do, put a 1/1 counter on it. Oh, that's really good too. Damn. So the following turn, it's already a 3/4 Flying Ward 2 if you have just anything in your graveyard. 4 mana instant, choose one. Owner of target non-land permanent puts it on their choice of the top or bottom of their library, or counter a creature, non-creature spell. That's good. That's very good. All right, there's the turtle. When this enters, tap target creature an opponent controls and put a stun counter on it, and then renew, same ability. 5 mana, 4/4. Yeah, decent. 5 mana, 3/3. Oh, this is the mana war, so just big mana war. Sorry, only opponent controls. You cannot bounce your own creatures, which is relevant. This is the Blue Omen Dragon. It's a 6 mana, 4/4 Flying Ward 2, or it is a tap a creature, draw a card. Yeah, decent. Exhale's great. All the Exhale cards are pretty solid. They all have an additional cost of beholding a dragon, I should say, and then you get some benefit. So the black one here can cost a single black if you behold a dragon. This is the instant speed Skull Clamp for a black. 2/2 for 2. Sack another creature, put a 1/1 counter on this. These creatures are always solid. There's the Avenger of the Fallen that we saw. This card's great. 3 mana instant. Destroy target creature, but it costs 2 more if it targets a dragon. But even if you're targeting a dragon, yeah, this is just a fantastic removal spell. Maybe it might be the best in the format, certainly at common anyway. 3 mana, 2/1 with lifelink. When it enters, it endures 1. And enduring in this format is either putting a counter on the creature or making a token, depending on what the endure cost or value is. So if this had endure 5, for example, it would instead make a 5/5 token or enter with 5 1/1 counters. Very, very good. Surveil 2, draw 2, lose 2 life. 4 mana instant, that's decent. 4 mana, 3/3 with Mobilize of 1. Whenever this creature or another creature you control dies, each opponent lose. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Just a big zombie cutthroat, but with Mobilize too. Very annoying. This is a black with white Omen Dragon. Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains lifelink and hexproof. That's a really good ability. And then the black side is the 4/4 Flying Ward. Pay 2 life. When this enters, remove all counters from up to 1 target creature. So that might not be good enough on its own for us in just pure black, but if we have some free white sources, it might be. Same thing with this one. I've played one event of this format, but the look of this card doesn't seem that great. 6 mana, 3/5 Flying Death Touch. When it enters, exile up to 2 cards, target cards from a single graveyard, and then the Omen is put a 1/1 counter on up to 1 target creature, draw a card. Like, that's fine. There are 1/1 counter synergies in the format, but that doesn't look like amazing. 6 mana, 5/5 Menace. Enters, gives a creature -2/2, and then one of yours +2/+2. That's just good. Again, sorry, I'm going to skip the red cards. I'm going to look straight at the Sultai as we go to the Dragon Sniper. Okay, the Dragon Sniper. 1/1 Vigilance, Reach, Death Touch for a 1 mana. That's pretty good. What more do you want from a 1-drop? Oh, Snakeskin Veil reprint. Got that 1/1 counter synergy. Einok Wayfarer, 2 mana, 1/1 that mills 3 when it enters. And you can put a land from among them into your hand. If you don't, it gets a 1/1 counter. That's pretty nice as well. I imagine the majority of the time you're trying to hit a land off that instead of make it a 2/2. As an additional cost, oh, this is the green Exhale effect. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker. If a dragon was beheld, you get to Surveil 2. Sultai Devotee, 2 mana, 2/1 Death Touch with the Filter ability. That's actually pretty good on turn 2. Nice. 3 mana, 3/3. Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard during your turn, put a 1/1 counter on this. That's decent. 3 mana, 4/2 trample with renew of adding a 1/1 counter and a trample counter. Good. 3 mana, rampant growth, but it has harmonize, which is a new effect, a new ability. Kind of like flashback, but you can help pay for the colorless of harmonize effects with a creature's power and by tapping it. Sage of the Fang, 3 mana 2/2. When it enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature, so it could be a 3/3 for 3. And the renew ability is put a 1/1 counter on target creature, then double the number of 1/1 counters on that creature. Cool. There's our Prowler and a Sagu Pummeler. 4 mana 4/4 reach with renew of put 2 1/1 counters and a reach counter on target creature. That's a pretty dang good giant spider. Okay, multicolor cards and lands. Here are the land fixers we have. Oh, and Evolving Wilds. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the... Oh, wait, there's another land there. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the Sultai lands. I didn't get any of the... Oh, I do. I have 2 Opulent Palaces. Perfect. So my guess would be that each of the seeded packs that you get has one of your tri-land. Because yesterday I had the Mardu pool, and I had 2 of the... What monastery is Jeskai, whatever the nomad outpost. So my guess is you're going to have at least 1 or 2 of your tri-land, whatever your pool is, whatever your seed is. 3 mana 2/4, sack a token, draw a card. Okay, that's not for our colors. We can play some of these type of cards, but in our deck, this one would be what? Black and 4 for 4 damage and 2 life at sorcery. Probably not good enough. Yeah, probably not splashing any of those. Okay, so this would be a green, blue, and 2. Double the power and toughness of target creature you control until end of turn. Then it fights up to 1 target creature and opponent. So that might be worth splashing for example. Even though I won't have necessarily red. Same thing with this. It would be a 4 mana 4/3 that loots. That's almost certainly got to be worth it. Oh, there are monuments in this format. This is the first of them that I have seen. This searches for a basic plain swamp or forest and puts in your hand. Then this one has the ability of making an XX spirit where X is the greatest toughness. Wow, that's pretty dang solid. I wonder what the other monuments do. Because, oh, I guess they're uncommon. This is the first I've seen of those. Skirmish Rhino, the baby siege rhino. So if we have an easy white splash, we could play that. There is our Awakened Saga we saw already. Gurmag Nightwatch. So ideally in our deck, it's a 3 mana 3/3 that when it enters, look at the top 3. You can put one of those back on top and the rest in your graveyard. Yeah, this is what I was talking about with the blue common. Usually you don't get to like draw the cards, but this one does. Or the blue one does. Bargain's insane. Ideally 3 mana, but it's instant. Look at the top 4, put 2 into your hand and the rest in your graveyard. Very good. And this is a 4 mana 3/3 flying that whenever 1 or more cards leave your graveyard during your turn, make a treasure. And renew of put 2 1/1 counters and a flying counter on target creature. Very nice. Dragonstorm Globe. Each dragon you control enters with an additional 1/1 and it adds 1 of any color. And then 4 mana 1/5 Reacher. With tap ability of 2, put a card from a graveyard on the bottom of its owner's library. So this could be okay in Sultai. The weakness of this is that it only puts 1 card at a time. A lot of times that this type of card, you know, you can just like pay 2 and do it however many times you want. But this one's a 1 time a turn. Maybe not as good. Okay, let's pick up the Sultai card. So renew, yes. Don't know how I feel about counters. It's a maybe. Value, yes. Oh yeah, 3 mana, 2/1 draw card. Put a card in your graveyard, absolutely. The flyer's great. This is good. I'm maybe on the turtle. Maybe we'll see about that. 5 mana 4/4 tapper with renew of a tap. That's good. Slow Mana War is still probably good. This is probably okay. It's not a stun counter, but you do cycle it if you omen. And then 6 mana 4/4 Flying Ward 2 is okay. Exhale is great. Skull Clamp effect is okay. I don't know if we'd be able to play it very well. It's much better with the Mobilize cards. That's probably fine. Avenger's good. Yeah, Dragon's Prey, great. Good. Maybe. Good even in our Sultai deck. Maybe. I still don't like this one. That's a maybe. Good. Good, good. Good, good. Good, 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 good. 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 I don't think that's worth playing. Good, good, good. That's a maybe. That's for sure, even without red. Good. Those are fine. Good, good. All right. So, let's see what we're at without lands. We are at 44 cards pre-lands, which means we are gonna need to cut 21 cards. All right, I think the double black dragon at the top ends are easy starts, and even these blue dragons are not particularly exciting. How many Dragon Matter cards do I have? Caustic, Piercing. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Caustic, Piercing. Is that it? Yeah, those dragons might not be worth it in our deck. These are probably better in like the Jeskai deck would be my guess. Man, I like that white ability, but probably not good enough here. That's good. That's still good enough, I think. Good, good. Yeah, I think we just go full on graveyard synergies. Like, I guess this is good, but not for our deck. It's more of a Mardu card, I think. Oh, yeah, it's too good to cut. Yeah, same thing here. That's wow. Actually, that creature's really good with Mobilize, isn't it? So maybe blue-green as a base, and we're splashing black-ish. I still need to cut 14 cards. Oh my lord. I guess Dragon Sniper is filler, even if we have ways to add 1/1 counters. I'm not sold on this card. Look at the top 3. You can put 1 on back on top, put the rest in your graveyard. It's like okay. But maybe it's better than looting once, probably. I don't need this Dragon Strike. That's too good. Those are too good. Those are too good. I guess we don't need that. That's a filler 2-drop blue card. I'm gonna cut the turtle then. That's too good. Maybe I don't need the Scry 2 draw 2. I guess I can cut the Storm Singer. I probably need to cut some number of these 3 drops though. That's too much value. I mean, I guess this 1/1 counter is not exciting. It's good though. Why do I feel like these Gurmag Night Watches are just not worth playing? Maybe they aren't. Maybe I just cut those. Maybe Mana War for 5 mana as a 3/3 is not good enough. That's probably fine. Alright, we got it down to 4 cards needing to be cut. I'm at 18 creatures, so I can definitely / probably want to cut 1 or 2 more creatures minimum. Exile a creature from your graveyard. When you do, return an instant or sorcery from your graveyard to your hand. We just have too many good instants, I feel like. Yeah. All of our instants are probably just a little bit too powerful. I'm not going to cut the card draw effect. I don't think I cut any of the two. I mean, maybe the Devotees. Maybe I can shave one of those. That gets too big. I guess this is filler-ish. They have synergy with all of our graveyard exile cards, though. I guess this is good, but it doesn't have synergy in our deck. We probably cut that one. Maybe Snakeskin Veil is not necessary. It's a really good trick, but... Maybe the technique isn't necessary. Maybe it's a little bit too expensive of a trick. This feels like a card that I want to run generally, but okay, I'll cut it. And then we'll just cut one of the threes. That's fine. I need to make some shaves, so it is what it is, and I want to get to the games. So we get double Diz, double Hollow, double Palace. Our mana is going to be pretty nice. Even the Evolving Wild's worth it. And then let's throw in some basics. Pretty funny that I'm running Sultai and I'm not running the double Sultai common, though. I think we just have enough better ways to utilize and get cards in the graveyard. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blue. That's a little bit too much blue, even. Okay, cool. Maybe I even... You know what? It's probably even better to go up a forest because the double Einok Wayfarers can kind of find land, and the double Sultai devotees also want green base. This is not as good as my Mardu list, I have a feeling. But hey, we'll try it out. See if the Sultai pre-release kit, or at least this particular pool that we've gotten, is something that we can make work. Okay. Yep, good enough. 2-drop, 3-drop removal. Turn 1 sniper. Not having one of my, 7 tap lands to start with is kind of annoying. And let's go with the Wayfarer here. 3 lands. That is the perfects. So they're going to be Abzan, most likely. Yeah, you want to attack? I will trade. Feral Deathgorger. Oh, that's the 1/1 counter adder. Fine. You got me. Target creature you control deals damage you with this power to target creature or planeswalker if a dragon was beheld. Surveil 2. Okay. So we want to get our piercing or our dragons into the graveyard so that our Kishla trawlers will be nice. What is this? At the beginning of your end step, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Whenever another non-token creature you control enters, it endures X, where X is the number of counters on this creature. Whoa. Whoa. They're offering a trade here. Okay. So we just want to kill that. Ooh, man. My deck could actually reasonably mill itself out pretty easy. I guess we just kill it with Dragon's Prey. Get that instant in our graveyard for the Trawlers next turn, because we now have a creature in our graveyard from trading off the Devotee. God, I always want to be able to use a creature in hand as damage, but that's not how that works. 3 mana, 3/2 menace. Whenever one or more counters are put on a creature you control, if it's the first time counters have been put on that creature, put an additional 1/1 counter on that creature. It's kind of neat. Let's just go Constrictor tap down here. If they want to like Snakeskin Veil, that's weird, but fine, I guess. It would turn into a 5/4 Trampler. Or, no, Menacer. Oh, the stun counters add 1... Okay, that's funny. Whenever one or more counters are put on a creature you control, including stun counters. Okay, 5 mana, 3/2 that endures 2 when it enters or attacks. Yo, that's crazy. Wow, that thing runs away with the game real quick. Let's just kill that and then piercing exhale. I have no dragons in hand. Clear board, clear heart. The next turn I can Kishla's Trawler back my piercing or my Dragon's Prey if we need to. This has the renewability of doing another lockdown effect. And then what's the final? You may discard a card when you do, return a creature or land from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. Awaken the Honored Dead. Yeah, this card is sick. 5 mana for a 3/2 and a 2/2, or 5 mana for a 5/4. But then if it gets to attack, it gets to endure again. That's pretty nasty for a green. I guess it's uncommon, that makes sense. In either case, it's nasty. What? Perenation. Return a permanent from your graveyard to the battlefield with a hexproof counter and an indestructible counter? What? What? Okay. That's kind of disgusting. I can mill 5 cards if I want to. I guess I'm gonna do that. That is kind of stupid. I guess it's a mythic, but... Okay, we need to go wide. Bringing back the Avengers could be good. What is this? 5 mana, 4/5 flying. When this or another dragon you control enters, you gain 3. And then the Omen is search your library for up to 2 basics, reveal them, put one on the battlefield tapped and the other into your hand. Wow, that card's nice. Bloomvine Regent. Very cool. I don't have a sacrifice a creature effect, do I? To get rid of the successor? I don't think I do. How many lands are in my graveyard? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh man, the renewability of the Prowler's kind of great. Let's discard the Sage. Get back our Avenger. Get back our Dragon's Prey. Or I guess I can just kill their Regent right now. That might be safer. So exile that. Kill their big flyer. Yeah, just go wide on them. I guess the Avenger's a little bit awkward in our deck, but still good, right? I mean, we're going to mill ourselves a ton, but we're also exiling creatures from our graveyard to shrink it back down as well. I mean, it's a 3 mana 2/4 death touch, so. Okay, 3/3 flying, gain 3 life. Eat, take 9. I guess let's go like this. Probably gonna be making a big attack next turn would be my guess. Alright, maybe not. So that's gonna make another 2/2, presumably. 4 mana 2/1 menace that endures 2, which again either makes a 2/2 or adds 2/1/1 counters to itself. Turns out a 4/3 indestructible hexproof is pretty annoying. Okay, they're attacking for 3. That probably means they have a instant speed removal spell in their hand. Ooh, this puts a flying counter on a creature. But it's also a flyer itself, so we probably want to take it first and foremost. Nice draw, okay. Let's lead off with the Sig, because it might put an extra creature in our graveyard for the Avenger of the Fallen trigger. I mean, my opponent's at 19, so... Well, that's good. And it did put a creature in our graveyard, notably. Actually, I have a dragon in my hand now. Okay, so let's go to combat. Swing out. Make 4 1/1 tokens that are also attacking. Actually... I'm debating if I want to kill both of these right now. Because then even if they have removal spell and block, they take 3, 4, 5, 9, 10. But that seems a little bit loose on the removal spell usage, so... I guess I'm going to kill the 2/2 token here first and keep the Dragon's Prey in my hand. 2/1's not a particularly good blocker. I mean, it can trade with the 3/2, but that's not a big deal. So they're going to take 7 if they have a removal spell. They trade with the 3/2, eat the 4/4. Okay, they're going to trade with the Avenger. I guess that makes more sense. That's more damage down the line. So this is Lay of the Land, but then a 3/3 flying, gain 3 for 5 later on. Yeah, that's good. Oh, passing priority. Okay. Well, that's very good for us. So they are in rough shape. They're not dead on board, but they need to leave back their dragon. Oh, you know what? I can't Dragons play the Wildling end of turn. Because this costs 5 on a dragon. Yeah. Okay, I mean, do I just go for it? I think I just attack. I don't think we're supposed to use Dragon's Prey on the Wildling. So chomp, eat. They take 3. Ah, target creature gets +3/+0. Draw a card. Okay, now we're gonna use it. That was great. And we have the lockdown renewability next turn as well, if they have another creature here. Excellent. Okay, that perennial, or Perenation is really good. I guess it's better that I didn't say, like, perennium? That's a word, right? That's... okay. Oh, that was round 1. Oh, for some reason I thought I had already played a couple games with this deck. Again, to note, I will not most likely be playing this deck out to complete completion. Complete completion, yeah. I won't be playing it to completion. I will note in all my videos, including this one, since we are on a timer for this early access event, I am trying to record as much as I can so that I have YouTube content all the way leading up to the actual release. This Einok Wayfarer is already much better than all of the damn pothole moles I've ever cast in not Foundations, either Drift. The funny thing is, the Einok, it has to mill a land. You may put a land from among them, so if you don't mill a land, you don't get a land with the card. I guess this is a better play here. I hit 2 creatures off the Einok, so this is already mobilized 2, and it's a 2/4 Death Touch on turn 3. These type of cards are good. You can't be scared. You're gonna brick sometimes, and a 2-mana 2/2 that mills 3 is still solid in a deck that wants the synergies. Traveling Botanist. 2-mana 2/3. Whenever it becomes tapped, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land, you may reveal it, put it in your hand. If you don't put the card in your hand, you may put it in your graveyard. Oh, that's pretty good. It needs to tap, but that's pretty good. So Caustic, I don't have a dragon. Costs 2 mana right now. So let's just go out with a 4... like, we're just going to curve out with creatures here. 3-mana 2/4 Death Touch that mobilizes. 4-mana 4/4 Reach that has Renew. Like, the guess would be that our opponent opened the Teamer pool of clans. Oh, funny. If I Sage their Botanist, it'll trigger, right? Are we going to be 2 for 2 on Constrictor Saging our opponent's creature and it having some negative ability in our opponent's favor? Eshki Dragonclaw. 4/4 Vigilance Trample with Ward 1. Beginning of combat on your turn, if you cast both a creature and a non-creature, draw a card and put 2 counters on this. Yikes. Okay. Alright, so we got them to bite on the token, so this is going to cost 3. We needed to see how they blocked first, because technically I could have Einok'd pre-combat and maybe buffed up the Avenger. But it looks like we didn't even hit a land or a creature in the graveyard anyways. So do I want the 6th land, or do I want a 1/1 counter? And I don't think the 1/1 counter is super relevant here. Eshki Dragonclaw. What is this? Rescue Leopard. When this becomes tapped, you may discard a card if you do draw a card. Oh. So I guess Teamer has a tap theme? Are there other ways to... oh, the, not revolutionize. What are they called? There are those the spells that you can flash back by also tapping a creature. Yeah. That's what the combo is with that deck. I mean, I'm gonna let them get a rummage here if they want to. Yeah, like that. Harmonize. Harmonize, that's the ability. That's fine. We tap this down, they get to rummage. However, I'm gonna hit them for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pretty good. But they discard a Rune Scale Stormbrood. Yeah, Avenger's putting in work. Just poke, poke, poke. Alright, double the power and toughness of target creature you control until end of turn, then it fights up to 1 target creature. So that was one of the cards I was debating playing, and ultimately ended up not doing. They're dead on board to the Avenger here. And even if they kill the Avenger, the funny thing is, them killing either of my 4/4s also made them dead the other way around. Because by killing the Pummeler, I can now make our 1/1 a 3/3, which is lethal. If they had killed the Sage, I would have been able to tap down their Botanist for lethal, so. I think any way they sliced it up, they were pretty screwed here. It's not good enough. Karakik Guardian, 6 mana, 6/5, Flying Vigilance, Trample. Hexproof if it hasn't dealt damage yet. Whoa. 6/5, Flying Vigilance, Trample, Hexproof if it hasn't dealt damage yet. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool that it's in their hand and not hurting me on the board. Okay, nice. 2-0 start. Yeah, hopefully we can get up to 5 wins before I call it on this particular video. Again, I will be going through all of the pre-release clans. We did Mardu yesterday. This one's obviously Sultai. 3 more to go after this. Got good mana here. Decent opener. Dismal Backwater into Forest for all 3 colors. Turn 2 Sultai, turn 3 Attuned. Turn 1 Mardu Devotee. Okay, so there's a Devotee of presumably each clan then. When this enters, scry 2, and then it filters, right? Oh, you know what? It is very possible I was actually supposed to Jungle Hollow turn 2 instead, so that I could turn 3. Yeah, because I can't actually... Your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. I can't actually, I'm almost tempted to trade. But if they're willing to trade, then they must already have a swamp or something. Yeah, I couldn't cast a 3-drop this turn, but luckily they gave us a good target for it. Exhale. 1/3, mobilize 2. Your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. This card's kind of sweet. 2 mana, 1/2 with Endure 1. So it's a 2 mana, 2/3, or a 2 mana, 1/2 plus 1/1. Alright, we'll play our Attuned Hunter. During your turn, this has first strike. Creatures you control get buffed. I don't need to kill that yet, but I probably will soon. Let's grab the Wayfarer and the Sage. Wayfarer here. Build some value. Do we want to get Jungle Hollow, or do we want to make a 2/2? A 2/2 actually looks more reasonable right now, but... Oh, wait. If I take the land, my Hunter gets bigger. Of course. Yeah, because that triggers the card leaving a graveyard. It's the 3/3 Flying Hastered with pump ability that did not attack. Okay. Well, I can make my Attuned Hunter huge here. This is a little bit greedy, but I like doing it. It's going to trigger, and then it's going to double after another 1/1 counter, so... So, what happened was, it got up to 3 1/1 counters with the ability, and then it doubled the 3 1/1 counters. Alright, that's the -2/-2, and something +2/+2. So I'm going to take quite a bit of damage this turn, but... This is a Trampler, so... And I'm still at 21 pre-attacks here. Okay, full send it. How close to lethal am I then? 1 off if I kill the Rakshasa. I would need to... Yeah, we have lethal if they attack, right? Yeah. We hit them for exactly 11 now. Because now we go kill the Rakshasa. Oh, I needed to draw the island there, didn't I? But yeah, this works. Pumps up our Attuned. GG's. Let's go. Dude, that Attuned Hunter in our deck. What a fatty. What a fatty. And it triggered twice off of whatever that 3-drop I just played was, since it first exiled a creature, and then it returned an instant. So it was a double trigger. Pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. So, notably, if you remove like 2 cards at the same time, it only gets 1 counter. But then because I removed 1 card and then a second card as a second effect, it got 2 1/1 counters there. So yeah, we were actually 1 over lethal. Good beats, good beats. It's always nice seeing synergies pay off, work out, do the thing. Yeah, this hand's excellent. This is turn 2 Einok, hopefully put some creatures in our graveyard. Turn 3 Avenger. Turn 4 Appraiser or something better, and yeah, start going to town. 1 creature milled. I don't actually need the land, but it's probably smarter to take it at the beginning of the game here. Okay, they get the 2/2 dragon dude. Make a 2/2, and then yeah, that card's nice. All the dragon omens seem pretty good, or most of the dragon omen cards seem pretty good. You got me. So let's Appraiser pre-combat, maybe an extra Avenger trigger. Damn, double goodies. I'll take the big card draw effect. Oh, they have the white exhale. 5 damage. Attacker or blocker gain 2. Yeah. Man. Already know what's in the format. Oh, they messed up. They took 1 extra damage. They killed my Avenger before the ability triggered, and so when the ability did trigger, it saw itself in the graveyard for an extra 1/1 counter, or 1/1 token. Well, that's a good one. We're going to want to kill that. Good target for our Awaken. Destroy target non-land permanent. Yes. I don't know if racing Mardu is a great play, but here we are. Three flying, mobilize 1. Yeah, that's fine. Get to mill 3 here. 2 lands and a removal spell. Play the Sage, tap the Lancer, smack for 3, hold up Dragon Skin. Next turn we get to get one of our creatures back. Sculptor actually looks pretty juicy. 4 mana, 2/3 flying, ward 2. That gets bigger and triggers other Graveyard Matters cards. Wow, 5 mana pass. That's kind of terrifying. I think I'm going to still just go with the Avenger, though. Alright, I'm attacking. Show me what you got. I don't really care if they kill my Sage. I don't think I would Snakeskin Veil it. This spell can't be countered. Exile target non-land permanent. Its controller loses 3 life and you gain 3 life. You know what? I lied. That is a great card to counter because this ability, this card only has 1 target. So if I fizzle it, I don't get drained. It can't be countered. It can be fizzled. That's sick. Two creatures and a land. Yeah, I'm still going to take the land. I don't know if I'm supposed to be running out the Avenger, but here we are. I mean, they're 3/3s untapping, and if the 5/5 dies, I didn't have any other pressure, so... Feels correct. Zurgo! 3 mana, 2/4, mobilize 2. During your end step, warrior tokens you control have this token can't be sacrificed. Those ones are warrior tokens. Okay. Well, funny thing is here, trading for the Inox still gives us the same amount of damage unless the Avenger goes away. And that's a pretty sick draw. Alright, let's try to bin some cards here. Oh! Disgusting. Go to combat. I mean, I don't even need the Dragon's Prey here. This is just very lethal. If they have block, block, and kill, they go to 1. Four lands, huh? This is not a dragon, right? It's a dragon back Lancer, so it's the Lancer that's on a dragon. Frontline Rush, make 2 1/1s. Okay, if I kill this in response and they go block, 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 they go to 1. I'm probably supposed to make this play then, because that forces them to trade off all 3 of the creatures. Oh, okay, and they're off it, they said. They weren't technically dead, right? Yeah, block, 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 go to 1. Works for me. All right, 4-0 start here for the Sultai. This is exactly how my... Spoilers for yesterday if you didn't watch it. This is exactly how my Mardu started, and I think I lost the 5th one. We're playing against Mardu token. Interesting, that must be another Wizard's employee. You can tell it's a Wizard's employee because look at my opening hand! Obviously a mulligan. Any green source, though, would have been fine for Inoc. And that one is good. So I'll pitch one of the devotees here. The double tap land issue of if I do play a 2-drop, I might not be able to play something on 3 without hitting another untapped land. Okay, that solves that problem. Black, white. Could be Mardu. Is that the only combination they can be in this format? No, they can be Abzan. Mardu or Abzan. Your name's Mardu Token, though. They have the Mardu Monument. Yeah, so I've only seen the one Abzan Monument, but all the monuments are just really good. Right? They all find one of the lands of your clan, and then they all have some ability that so far I've seen makes a creature, or this one makes 3 creatures even. Okay, that's the draw 2, lose 2, and then the drain for the next 2 turns. This is pretty good. Nothing in our graveyard and no way to remove cards in our graveyard currently. So I think we'll just play out the flyer first. Sorry, the flyer does exile cards itself. But yeah, we don't have value for these 2 right now, so. Issue being is the Trawlers wants to leave some number of instants and sorceries in our graveyard. I guess I'd rather leave the Bargain and eat these 2 if they don't kill my Sculptor here. Pass. Alright, well that is highly sus. In fact, I am actually going to decline, because we might draw that 3/3 Trampler. I'm guessing they're just trying to get me with like the 5 damage exhale effect. Anafenza. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, Anafenza endures 2. 2/2 flash first strike. Okay. Well, I guess we're just gonna do this instead. Alright, you got me. If that was all they had, then I missed 2 damage, but... Oh, did they? Well, they didn't miss a drain, I guess. Well, they have Zurgo too. Right now, we will exile these. The greed play here is to Appraiser and try to find a land. But that's just too greedy. Killing the Zurgo makes too much sense. When they're stuck on lands, this thing is stupid, isn't it? Yeah. They basically only have 2 mana to try to target the Sculptor right now. Any lands? Ooh, and a creature in our graveyard too, so... we get extra value off of the Trawlers now. Although... oh, yeah, let's do that. Get our Dragon's Prey, seems good. Well, if they don't have a Wrath type effect here, I am hard-pressed to see how they might be able to win this. Though the fact that they're attacking is kind of annoying, I guess. Do they have, like, the Static Snare? They could... no, that doesn't even work on our Sculptor. That's the Flash enchantment that costs 1 less for each attacking creature, and then basically O-Ring, or Banishing Light. Yeah, Sculptor's annoying, man. I'm going to lose to this card a lot in the format. Purging Stormblood. Target creature gains +2/+2 and lifelink hexproof. Right, okay. So this should work, right? Put a counter on the Sculptor, makes it a 5 power. 2 mana, I would assume they can only affect one of my 2/1s here. Oh? Can they do something with 1 white? No, not good enough. Easy, baby, easy. All right, and I think that's a good place to end it. 1 hour long video here of our Sultai clan pre-release pack. And yeah, didn't feel like I had any top-end bombs, but man, we just had so much good synergy. We even got that Attuned Hunter up to an 11/11 once. The Avenger of the Fallen was fantastic with all of our graveyard self-mill synergies. Mana was great. We had a bunch of dig. Good removal. Hey, nice stuff. All right. Thanks for watching, friends. Tomorrow we will move on to the next clan. As always, we'll see you back next time. Bye-bye.